of Amber's Closet.
That was the craziest introduction I've ever had in life.
But no, the girl, she would lift her shirt and try to get my attention, and she had like I was reaching for my belly button and I said my nose. This is how much Hennessy does for me. But
one day, like I want to be able to just get invited to the LGBT Center, and then to now like to be receiving an award like that from them is just like mind blowing. A couple years later,
you and I were the only ones that didn't want them to fight.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, let them fight.
They love
let them fight.
World star.
Man, that world star.
Because of that and my parents and the way that I kind of grew up with them, we had to grow up way too fast. Yeah. So I was very much an adult at a very young age, like in high school.
Brooke is trying to handle her shit.
You trying to handle this Hennessy.
This Hennessy is getting the best of me. Like
it's good.
My Hennessy.
Here, one more time. Let's just do it together.
See, she know my weakness. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
She said,
do it again.
Back to you.
I'ma make a statement day by day. Y'all better come my way. Y'all better come my way. Okay, and say y'all better come my way. I'ma make a statement day by day. Peace out, peace out.
Welcome to Jampacked. I am your host, Jameela, and thank you for joining us for yet another episode of shenanigans, tomfoolery, and we don't know what we're getting into, but we have quite a special guest today. You may say she's a YouTuber and a social media influencer. She is the creator and host of the YouTube channel AmbersCloset, which just happens to be at 640,000 plus subscribers. I don't even know that many people in like my everyday existence. And she's making videos that range from challenges, comedy skits, motivational videos, fashion, vlogging, her everyday LGBT topics, and more. She first started the channel to help others that may be struggling with their identity, to break stereotypes and to show her style. And she's also a former college basketball player from the Cal State of LA. LA. And she is an actress and a model and a host.
Not a model.
I mean, I've seen you model. I'm just gonna say that. I've seen you model.
I'll be out here in pictures.
You take really, really good pictures is what we'll call it.
Thank you.
So she's an actress and she takes really, really, really like snatched good pictures.
Appreciate that.
So you may have also seen her hosting with MTV and with Logo. You may have seen her on the Lipstick the series as Cam. Mm-hmm. And she's like really thrown back that I even did this.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Schedule, or not schedule, but deep dive research.
You knew my degrees.
Man, I'm saying. See, I haven't even shared that with the people. You out here just killing the game, and they don't even know it yet. Like, man, it's like you got them by the neck, and they like, I think someone's here. But you may have also seen her on Rusty Revolver Origin.
Oh,
she is also a business consultant, which means, yes, she has 2 degrees. She has a degree in business marketing as well as economics. Yeah. I'm saying. And she's also an activist and a public speaker. Like I said, she's also a host. She was recently at the Future is Black. Yes, I'm saying this, Amber.
Dang, yeah, you know everything.
Reclaiming Our Power, which was in celebration to honor the Black History Month, hosted by the Los Angeles LGBT Center. She actually received the Bayard Rustin Award for her prominence in advancing the social movement of Black and LGBT rights. Yeah. And just a fun fact for y'all that don't know the level of depth that award holds. Bayard Rustin was a trailblazing organizer and civil rights activist and the key advisor to Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1950s and 60s. And he was later, after he passed away, he was honored by our amazing former president Barack Obama, awarded him. Fuck you, Brooke. Awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So just so you know, this person is named after that person that did all of that. And apparently it's just been announced. I'm just gonna throw this in addition to the rumor mill that she will be hosting this year's Dinah Shore alongside to the real L Words, Rose Garcia. And just in case you don't know or haven't had the honor of enjoying the shenanigans that Dinah Shore brings to your life. It is the largest girl party music festival in the world. Yep. So just in case you're still looking, it is March 28th to April 1st in Palm Springs. Come through, because you don't want to miss
Turn up
the entire turn up of just bootyliciousness, amazingness. Yes. So I bring to y'all the one and only Amber Whittington.
What's up? I'm here.
Of AmbersCloset.
That was the craziest introduction I've ever had in life.
Man, I'm
did
sorry
you give
if I
him?
stuttered,
Did you tell him what type of cereal and the social number and my social security?
Yeah,
No,
I was
like,
slowly.
that was beautiful.
I was gonna save
like,
that for the middle of the show.
I almost was sitting here. Was like, dang, I did that. I did. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
That award is insane.
I know, right?
Like,
I was really tripping. And even like it's been a couple weeks, and I think last week I was just like randomly standing. Like I woke up and then I was randomly standing there, and I like looked at my girlfriend. I was like, I can't even like begin to tell you how much that award meant, because when I was younger and like wasn't out, the LGBT Center is like. It's just so powerful out here. They they do so much for the community. And then like, so when I was younger and then when I started to do what I'm doing now, I was like, one day, like I want to be able to just get invited to the LGBT Center. And then to now like to be receiving an award like that from them, it's just like mind blowing a couple years later.
That's so crazy.
Right?
I saw that on someone's Instagram and I was like, what the fuck?
Crazy.
I was like, this is so dope. And I was like, and it was just so crazy how it all worked out that you ended up coming on the show and knowing Oracle. Shout out to Oracle / Kawana, episode 1. You know, y'all work out together, and it just all, it was almost a reminder, you know, kind of thing. But for y'all that don't know, we discussed this in the Jampacked lobby of how long we actually know each other or met each other.
It's a good long time ago, 2012 ago.
Yeah. Before you came officially to be an LA resident.
Yeah. Like, well, no. I had already lived in LA, but I had moved to Vegas for a couple years. So like, my dad's from Texas. We grew up partly in Texas and then went to school in Sacramento. But my dad always lived in Texas and LA because he was the assistant coach of the LA Raiders. Yeah. So we've been here since like 92.
The LA Raiders.
Yeah. Go Raiders.
See, Brooke.
So yeah. So LA was always home for me because
Nation.
Exactly. But he played for the Raiders. My dad played for the Raiders. He has a Super Bowl ring, by the way.
Oh, shit. Boom, boom, boom. That's true. Check out her YouTube video. I saw that. Daddy's Girl.
Yeah.
See,
I
did a fucking
dang, that one's a minute ago, too.
Yes, it was. And they have the same. So he has the ring, and you have the necklace.
Yeah.
The pendant. Yeah.
Dang, I'm surprised I don't have it on. Usually, I wear it a lot.
I saw that. That's like.
But it's a little too fly, like in LA, like because it is really like a nice, and I don't want to look like I'm out here trying to stunt. It's just like my dad is like. Yeah. This is him. He did this. I want to rep it,
you're not the type to just be stunting on motherfuckers like
just a baby bit. Like, you know what I mean? Just a baby bit, just because like I love fashion, I like style, but like I'm not trying to do what all these. They're just people go too far. Like let's just do a little bit,
right? So let's just learn to like each other.
So
first.
I moved to Vegas for a little bit because I moved my consulting company out there.
Okay.
So I had a consulting company for a couple years, and it was on accident. So like in college, I was like the first. I had a really good marketing professor at Cal State LA, and like all my business teachers were. Professors taught at USC, first of all. Yeah. And so like I got a couple A's from these teachers that told me they hadn't given out A's in like 10 years. What? Marketing and like just the idea of it as well as like looking at it from like stepping outside of the box and looking, and that's where my economics degree came from. Yeah. I look at things from the outside in, right? And that's kind of what economists do, right? And then so if you put that with some marketing, I was figuring out social media before it was a thing. Yes. So then I was like, I did it for my dad's company and a few other companies, and then then it kind of turned into consulting. I'm like, oh wow, I'm helping all these people, whatever.
Yeah.
And I got kind of lucky because this guy, he was a lot older than me. He was relaunching his company.
Yeah.
And so I was able to kind of move up in there and become a partner in that so quickly.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, I'm a co-owner of this consulting group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was cool.
That's so cool, man. Like that's you've done quite like even
a lot of
before-
things.
Yeah. Like we're gonna get to that. Yeah.
Wait, have we told them? Are we starting this game?
We're about to start the game.
Oh,
We're about
okay.
to
I
start
just
the
want to
game.
know because
Yeah.
I wanted to ding you a few times.
I know. See,
Oh, okay.
You got to get it all out of your system before the game.
Yeah.
actually starts.
So what's up?
And so,
Like,
yeah. Even when we're in session, it's like, yeah. I still violate that. So that leads us to our next form of business.
All right.
Amber's drink of choice is Hennessy.
I'm a real one.
Hey, so we out here with some Hennessy, a massive bottle of Hennessy.
A massive.
So the three of us are actually drinking it. So for the different games that we'll play, because yes, Brooke, you're gonna play novelas, which is later.
Okay.
So hopefully we get to that. Hopefully we get to that after this. But so we're doing Hennessy. Your drink of choice is Hennessy. We're all drinking it. Also, you may hear my dog pitter-patting in the background. My trusty Chihuahua Papillon mix, Zora. You may hear her barking, sneezing, laughing. I don't know. That'd be pretty amazing if dogs laughed. But, I mean, that'd be kind of cool, though, right? Like
But she's chilling next to me. Like, she's good.
So now she cuddled up with her best auntie in the whole wide world, which is Amber over here. So they having their moment. So you may hear Zora, and we've got Brooke back. She's behind the camera, so she's back in the building.
Brooke in the building.
Yes. So now we play our very first game, which is so
Like.
so. Anytime you use a noise filler, so like, or anytime you elongate, so anything to buy yourself time between thoughts, we gotta squeak Zora's toy balls that she never uses on one another if we hear one another use it.
Okay.
And at that point, we gotta take a sip of this Henny.
I like this game because it's like bettering us.
Right?
You want to speak like this.
Or like
you want to think before you talk and make sure you put it out there properly into the world.
Exactly.
This is a beautiful thing.
Because you may not get a whole 5 minutes to figure it out.
For real, but we're tipsy, so what was I about to say?
Yeah, we're gaming at Jam.
We gonna do this. We gonna do this.
Yes. So we're all clear on the rules.
Yep.
All right.
So we take a drink on it.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Brooke, don't be dinging us, Brooke. Leave us
So
alone.
now we're officially in session, and thank you for the reminder. Brooke is the official, so she's got the master squeaker, which really they all sound the same. Let's just be real. But if you're looking on YouTube, youtube.com, just go ahead and search Jampacked Show. But you will see all of the shenanigans and how it all went down. Yes. So. We talked about how incredible you are, but it's really important for people to know. Okay, I'm sorry. I think you're incredible because we talked about everything from the reason why there is the word STEM and where it originated from.
Yes.
And the amount of times I've ever used STEM to describe myself.
Yeah.
But I want people to understand where that all came from, like who that person is. I want them to understand and dig deep into the mind of AmbersCloset.
Right.
So I want to take them into time. And so, and you kind of alluded to living in Texas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being biracial in Texas, where racial tension was stronger than it is now than in the South.
For sure.
How was your experience and how did you deal with the bullying and with the bullies?
It wasn't so much bullying as like straight racism.
Yeah.
The first time I was called an N-word was 4 years old, and I was with my parents, who obviously are an interracial couple. Yeah. My dad being a pretty famous football player, and my mom being like a hottie, And one time when we were at the gas station, this guy just comes up to me when I'm like in the candy aisle by myself, and he like straight up calls it to me. But then that was the first time I really walked up to my parents and asked them. Yeah. He ended up getting his ass beat by my dad, but.
Damn. Yeah.
What I realized from that is how much I started to notice after that. Yeah. Once I saw his facial feature and like how I knew it was such a negative word and that I was that, happened to me quite a bit after that.
Yeah.
A lot in the South, but it was more the white did not like to see a mixed person that was part of them.
Yeah.
That was like a black person.
Yeah.
And I got the N-word more than my cousins that were all black. Damn. And then I grew, and then we moved to Sacramento, and it was a all-white Catholic school. Yeah. And so there, you're the blackest thing they've ever seen, right? So it was every day. It was kind of like...
during that time, it was still kind of...
I think at my private school,
yeah,
I don't think it was so much as the straight... It was definitely not the straight racism, but I felt every day how different I was and how different my hair was every moment. Yeah. And... I don't know. I just never felt what other people would say. Oh, how do you feel like a biracial person? How was it like growing up biracial? I'm like, I don't know what it means to be.
You're like, I'm just me.
White. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just stood out everywhere.
Oh, shit.
That was an accident.
Was that accident?
Yeah, that was an accident. I just want to make sure I put it in my head.
Wait, did I say?
No.
Like low key, I did, and then I started drinking, and then I was like, oh. Like
I forgot I didn't have it in my hand. I went and grabbed it.
Kind of need to take a shot.
Oh, me? Because I didn't.
Here, I'll
do
take a drink with you. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Ready, though.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I mean, Texas is quite a...
I love Texas, though. I learned how to respect people. Southern hospitality is something that
it really
is not instilled in a lot of people, and that's why I chose the book that I chose. And you will see at the end of
in novelas.
the episode,
yes, in the novelas segment, what she's talking about.
Yeah,
that's so interesting, and you know, like we said, growing up in Texas, biracial, then going to Catholic school. In the Bay Area, Sacramento, Northern California, for those that really need a real location, and having to suppress being gay at such a young age.
Yeah.
You also lost your best friend in high school that came out as being bisexual. Yeah. And for you, being the president of 3 clubs, yes, I did my homework.
Yeah.
And the captain of your basketball teams, how were you able to balance that all at such a young age? And was there ever a moment you thought about coming out sooner?
What a lot of people don't realize is like, I moved out. I was also doing all of this and lived in an apartment with my sister and I, like at age 16.
Yeah.
And it was because my living situation with my mom wasn't the greatest. My dad had money, and so he was able to kind of fly in when he could. So the other thing is like, because of that and my parents and the way that I kind of grew up with them, we had to grow up way too fast. Yeah. So I was very much an adult at a very young age, like in high school. Yeah. So doing all of this, it was me waking up and saying, oh, I have to go to school. There was no parents helping me or like have it. It was, I had a very different childhood because of what my dad did for a living. And then my mom having a whole separate different life and being somewhere in the middle of that. But, I knew it and I hesitated.
I was drawn in. This is my weakness.
I did it.
That is my weakness. I get drawn into these stories. Like 100% didn't hear it. Okay. That was all Brooke. Thank goodness there's someone maybe.
Well, I'm gonna finish it quickly before I mess up again.
It's all good to you.
And then just say, wait, what was the question? Like, oh, how did I balance it all? Oh, and not come out.
Yeah.
Being already a biracial girl that stood out, that was doing all these things at my Catholic school was already a lot. And so I was scared to talk about sexuality when I already stood out a lot. And it's Catholic school.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to act.
Yeah.
I see how they treat the 2 people that came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a scary place for me. So I didn't do that really until college. A lot of people knew, but it was mostly just people that I knew were also gay, like on my basketball team.
So then it was just, and that leads me to my next question though, is like, you know, being with your basketball team is like your home away from home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like playing that, and then, you know, you're still technically considered in the spotlight. And I know you were scared because of the stereotype of, you know, and maybe you feel differently now, but, you know, you were scared of the stereotype.
Yeah.
But you're on a team of what is your comfort. Did you ever feel comfortable, like, like you said, you kind of felt comfortable to the ones that were also gay.
Yeah.
But as far as just your team in general, like everybody, did you feel comfortable at least maybe with them, or was there never really a point of feeling safe in that space to even tell them that?
Oh, I felt comfortable with them and only them.
But
I feel like they were the only ones.
The gay teammates. What about the straight teammates?
Well, I think because everybody was kind of struggling. It wasn't really like everybody knew, oh, I'm gay for sure. We just knew that, hey, this one has feelings for this one has feelings for this one. And in my team and those people just being so close, we just accepted that. And we weren't really knowing, we didn't know what gay was. There wasn't a YouTube video to go to and look this up and say, there's other people that go through this. So it was really just like seeing my teammates go through that as well with me, and like, hey, we're gonna explore this. Yeah, just dating each other and shit.
But I mean, like, did you ever feel uncomfortable though? Like for me, when I would like play, any locker room, I felt uncomfortable. Like,
in high school, hell yeah.
Yeah. Like you're uncomfortable, you're almost like embarrassed, and then there's girls that are like free with their body, like showing their ass cheek everywhere, and then you're like, I don't know. For me, I always got changed in the stall, which is.
You're talking about at your school.
Yeah, well,
see, the basketball teams that I got close to was not at school. They were my travel ball leagues. And so there was no one at school that was going through that with me. So these club teams they were always the one of one at their schools too. And that's why it made it so special. Yeah. Okay. And that's where I know one of the ones that we were talking about earlier that's how I know her. She was really good in her area. We were on the same like elite teams. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so because they didn't go to my school, I was able to talk to them in ways that I couldn't talk to anybody else, so they didn't run to the school and start telling everybody.
Yeah. But when you played in high school, you played for your high school team though, right?
Yeah.
We
weren't good.
But when you,
we were. Whatever. I mean, we were cool. Yeah, we were cool.
You're cool.
But that's not how you're going to get a scholarship to college. You got to play outside. Yeah.
But when you were changing with your teammates that you went to school with, did that ever make you feel uncomfortable?
Hell yeah. I mean, a lot of those girls, like there's a couple that I'm still friends with to this day from school that I remember like freshman year, I was like, she gay on the low, and they are, and we're friends to this day. We were just all kind of going through a struggle moment. Yeah. But it's very hard at Catholic school. Yeah. So we could not let it out. And then talking to them now and knowing that they were, they had those feelings back then, like I did. They were, other people outside of school knew that they couldn't tell at our school. So it really comes down to the school a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't feel safe there.
Yeah.
I mean, not like that. I love my Catholic school. Like now that I look back, I'm like, dang, I was smart. We learned so much. College was so easy because I was so ready. Yeah. So I thank you, parents for, sending me to Catholic school, but
shit, fucking Brooke. Oh my gosh, fucking Brooke.
I drank.
Brooke, man.
When religion comes into play, bro, you can't really just be
we
gay.
all start stuttering. Yeah. Like, I mean, because I went to, not Catholic school, but I had to do the catechism. Yeah. First communion, confirmation, all that stuff. But it was interesting because I used to coach for a Catholic high school and then a Catholic middle school. Oh, wow. I was the biggest raging, like, gay-tastic piece of work they had ever seen, probably. I mean, they had gay coaches. Yeah. Some of them were real on the low. But
it happens a lot at Catholic school.
At your school, did they ever hire any gay faculty that you knew of or that were like...
They wouldn't talk about it, but I definitely felt like they were gay. Yeah. But they did not talk about it. They did not let their significant other come. Yeah. There was one coach that it was like her best friend or something or roommate. Come on, bro. We know that.
The classic roommate.
You think roommate? We don't know what a roommate is? Yeah, like we know.
I have a friend. I think you may have met her, but no, she's not in this room. But no, I have a friend that I think you've met, but she's basketball coach, and she used to live with her partner, and she also coached at the same high school. Shout out. We'll leave it at that.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
She was getting slick. No. All right, I'm gonna take my drink.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my drink right
now.
now.
Gotta catch up to me.
Man. Ooh.
Good call.
Very nicely done, Amber. I just want to give
Appreciate
props where it's
Where it's due.
where it's due.
out.
That's what they call it, where it's due. Where it's due.
Where's the?
But she would always say that her friend or her girl was her roommate.
Yeah.
And apparently, well, all the kids, I think, knew. But it was just like, well, she says that, I was about to use her real name. She says that, fuck, I just called myself out too. This is
You did.
terrible.
So go ahead.
This is,
We about to tie it up. We tied up.
all that. I'm playing against a competitor, y'all. All right. So anyway, that was her. She said that was her roommate. The kids tried to pretend they believed her, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Everyone knew what was good. But when we all got interviewed by like the nun, who's like the principal, whatever, headmaster, then it was a very interesting. It was a different interview.
She was open and out about it?
The nun wasn't, but we noticed that she was asking only the gay coaches a separate question or a different question, almost on some like, I don't want to say borderline pedophilia, but it was like, yo, you know, girls can still hit on you type thing, like reminding us of our gayness.
Oh, wow.
Like it was like a weird way that the interview happened, but
Wow.
we had kind of compared and contrasted our interviews.
Yeah.
And it was like the way that she went about it and said it to us, like, oh, you know, these girls are really going to try anything and everything they can to get you to stay with them until their quote unquote parent comes. It's like, yo,
man.
we ain't looking for little girls, first of all. Secondly,
make this awkward,
Secondly, none of us are looking for little girls like that.
Yeah.
Like I had kids that like, there was one girl, ooh, she was a badass, but she was this. Fuck you, Brooke. Fuck you, Brooke. Fuck you, Brooke. I squeaked to myself, but fuck you, Brooke. But no, the girl, she would lift her shirt and try to get my attention, and she had like her nose, I was reaching for my belly button, and I said my nose. This is how much Hennessy does for me. But she had apparently her belly pierced. Fucking high school. This is what you're doing. I said, fix your shirt and get your life. And then like she was like, okay, Coach Hammond. You know, and then it was like, but it was so interesting the way that the schools looked at it versus the way that the kids dealt with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, was there any of that type of vibe that you dealt with your Catholic school that you know of or that you can think of? Yeah.
Yeah, not at all, because I did so much with my school, but I think I tried hard not to let that part out. Also, I had a lot of boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like my sister and I were, for some reason, popular. I hate saying that word, amongst other schools. We went to like 6 proms every prom season. Damn. Like we were going to different high schools.
Damn.
Yeah. We just like knew people, and back then I was like, "Oh, it's cute. I'm collecting my little pictures. I got these little boys."
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. We were just like, they called us the Beyonce twins at the Catholic school. Like, I don't know why. Well, my hair was blonde. I just don't even want to talk about it.
Shit.
But I was pretty girly.
Were you on your Eminem too?
I modeled at the time.
Oh shit.
I did like runway in high school.
Yeah,
like I was really out here like feminine modeling.
Yeah, if you ever want to see her in a dress.
No, see, you haven't seen some. No, I'm not gonna show. Let them see. I'm not gonna show them.
The stuff that's been on YouTube.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Shit. Yeah, she had to remember.
Yeah, I have
you
some
forgot
stuff.
that.
I'm so much more masculine in my ways nowadays that like I can't even wear a dress like I used to.
Yeah, that's true.
I literally
That's
in
true.
high school I modeled for a prom dress company. It's a rental company. So I got all my prom dresses. I went to all these proms. I didn't pay for shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I literally was on like a commercial in our little city.
Yeah.
Wearing these dresses around. Shoot, I can't believe I just said that.
Because I remember seeing the lipstick the series.
Oh yeah,
and
it
you
was
were in a
girly.
dress
Yeah,
when you first entered basically the storyline.
Yeah.
And then, but if you fast forward, and that was like years ago. What was that, like 6?
3.
Was that 3 years ago? Okay, so
think
3 years
so.
ago, she was on lipstick. The series, maybe check it out on YouTube.
Like 2.5. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe 2.5.
Yeah, like
But I mean, even in the last 2.5 years, it's gotten a little stronger.
What?
Not stronger, but like, less. You said less femme, less,
Yeah.
a little bit stronger. But, oh, fuck you, Brooke. I'm over here getting real comfortable. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna drink. Now.
We will have to fill you up in a second.
Right? I'm literally gonna have to fucking fill me up. Fuck you, bro.
Every time I concentrate on not saying one of those filler words, I lose track of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Playing against a competitor.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not. I don't want to be cheesy with my transition, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right.
Speaking of competition, I heard you actually tried out for the Los Angeles Sparks.
Oh yeah.
How was that experience? You like that? I was like,
Yeah, it was cool. It was,
terrible
it was
voice.
unexpected, I would say, and it was really cool. My senior night of college, we weren't that good. Cal State LA was not that good. I'm just gonna say we didn't have a good. We were cool. We fought hard and mighty.
Back here talking shit.
But listen, my years of going there, I had like a different coach every year. It was a struggle. I was the only same player for 3 years consistently. The only one that was there consistently for the 3 years. Every year I had a different team, a different coach. It was kind of like a struggle at the time. Anyway, I did my mightiest,
Yeah.
So we weren't that good. That was the point. But anyway. But wait, that was the so. But so back in the day.
Fuck no, I said.
Okay.
But she said right?
She did.
Okay, because
Probably shoot.
when we play this back,
I said so. Yeah, I did.
I'll sound crazy, or I'll sound maybe possibly observant when I'm really intoxicated right now.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll cheers
go,
again.
cheers.
Hey, bro tie. Bros. See, Brooke, you need to go
Michael
get your
Cooper.
drink. Brooke, then you need to drink your drink for that flagrant ass beeping. But how was that experience? How was training with the Sparks? Or
Michael Cooper
trying out for the Sparks.
showed up to my senior night game. And I think he was recruiting the girl on the other team because they were pretty good and she was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was really big on defense, so I guarded all the best players, so I shut her down. Mm-hmm. And also, I was the leading scorer of the team as well. So I care about defense, but that was also cool. So my friends afterward gave me a card. Now, they went to Fullerton. They were really good and really known. So she was sitting up in the stands. I'm pretty sure Michael Cooper knew who she was, walked over to her, gave her a card, said, give this to Whittington. So after the game, they gave it to me, and I stared at the card shaking for like 3 days. Like, why did he give the card, 2 weeks after my college season, I'm on the floor working out with him at 5:30 a.m. on the Lakers practice court.
Nice.
It was the hardest I've ever worked out. Now, this is 2 weeks after college. My college season, I played 5 full years of basketball. 5 full years. Texas Southern, then I moved. It was crazy. So 5 full years. I'm in shape.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first 4 days of working out there with him. And it was just like 6 or 7 of us. It was private people that he handpicked from different colleges and overseas to work out with him to get put on his team for that next year, right? It was crazy. I threw up every day for 5 days. And I'm talking about, I thought I was in shape. I'm coming from college. It was so extreme. The first week was cool. And then at the end of the week, Candace Parker comes in. Then more of the Sparks start coming to work with us. By the second week, guess who walks through the door? Lisa fucking Leslie.
Oh, hell
Lisa Leslie.
No way.
Lisa Leslie is the whole reason why I play basketball. Like in high school, when I would be so tired because I'm playing on all these teams to get seen or whatever, my dad would be like, don't you want to be like Lisa Leslie?
Yeah.
Like, all right, eat both of these steaks. Don't you want to be like Lisa? Everything was Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
So when I saw her walk through the door and come on the court with us, like my mind was blown. Like, how did I get here? I after Division I of college, my coach was such an asshole. After that, I started losing my love for basketball. It was a business to me. All right, I'm doing this because I need free education. So I made sure I got my 2 degrees. You feel me? You're paying?
Man,
cool.
You sure did. You said
Let
swipe
me get
and
this.
swipe.
Okay, you're paying. But I worked my ass off for it because playing basketball. I just thought that that's what it was going to be. I only pursued it because Michael Cooper walked through those doors. So Lisa Leslie doubled what we did the first week. So the first week that I thought was hard, the second week was even harder.
What?
She's a machine. But she was one of the reasons why they changed my position. I went from a guard to, she liked how I passed it, and then they all of a sudden had me in point guard practices when I already had 3 practices a day. Now I'm ball handling. I never ball handled in my life. Now you want me to ball handle at this level? I'm cool. After it all, I've just felt like, all right, I'm not ready to do this at this level.
Yeah.
I'd rather go overseas for a minute. If you want me to be a point guard, I can't be a point guard right this second.
Yeah.
And then I went and played overseas for a little bit. And then, listen, I got a couple.
You really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I had a bunch of clients with that new consulting group. I moved to Vegas. And it was like, do you want to make this money or you still love basketball?
Yeah.
And I just felt like I needed to start my life. Damn. Yeah. So I had 2 restaurant clients. I was opening up restaurants in Vegas, so I went right back. Damn. Had to say no to China, Greece. I was like, I can open this restaurant and make this money.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what was your process? Like, how do you even go through such like a process like that? Like, to think about all of that and to rationalize it. I don't know. Like, what do you...
With basketball?
Yeah, like, how do you just say goodbye to it?
I still love it. I still play. I still
Like-
play in a league right now that's semi-pro.
Oh, okay,
But
nice.
mostly I box. I love boxing.
Yes.
I always loved boxing.
We talked about that.
I wanted to box in high school, and my parents were like, "We'll whoop your ass if you box." They just would not let me touch my face. They were like, "You're gonna go into entertainment. You're gonna be in model, baby." They would always tell me that, and they were like, "Don't touch your face."
Yeah.
And it's crazy because low key they're right, I guess, because I was like, "I'm a businesswoman, baby," but like I'm all on the internet and doing videos, huh? So who was right? I'm not sure. We did both. I did
That's
both.
fucking amazing.
But I would love to box. I wish I could box.
It's so crazy that you say that because like everybody will always ask like, so you gonna start sparring? You gonna start sparring? Like what's? Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
the-
we were talking about that
Yeah,
this
because we were talking
morning,
about boxing, and my dad's like, I hope not, because we don't need that face messed up, or he said some shit like that. I was like. I'm gonna protect my face. That was my
that's
logic.
the point. That's me
that was
too.
that was my logic.
You think I'm gonna let him hit me?
Right. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna just let you just do a free for all on my face. Like,
Right.
I just
all that stuff I went through growing
Yeah,
up, I talked about.
exactly.
All my
That-
life I had to fight.
Yes.
I know people don't see it. They let the
Yes.
light skin fool them. And I'm like,
Yes.
hold up.
Man, it's
my
like,
sister and I would
quit.
just be at the mall. People girls would just hate on us, run up on
What?
us. We fight everywhere we went. I'm talking about Walmart, the grocery store, like girls would just run up on us, grown.
Are you
young.
serious?
They hated on us. And,
What, like
and
they were just like feeling some kind of way that they.
I don't know, like everything. We
were
did
as
have the
dope
cutest.
or-
We had the latest baby fat. We
Okay.
stayed laced.
Okay.
My first car was pretty nice, but then you have to think about it again.
Yeah.
I got a scholarship to my high school, college for
Yeah.
playing basketball and running track.
Yeah.
That school was so expensive.
And you did
My
track.
dad already did well off for himself.
Yeah.
So my first car is gonna be kind of cute,
Right.
I saved him
It's
$20,000 a year.
But that's what you have to do. Now at this point, you got to play the game and you got to like be the image.
Well,
But
yeah.
At that time.
My dad, listen,
You know what I
we
mean?
went
Like-
to school with rich kids.
Yeah,
my dad
yeah,
is
yeah.
not going to let me, my dad is a professional player. He's not going to let me come looking,
Yeah.
he'll be
Yeah.
like, you embarrass me. I'm not going to get you this car. That's his logic.
No,
so I
he's
got
not
a
gonna
decent
give you-
car.
Yeah, he's not
Okay?
gonna give
So,
you
yeah,
like a
we were out here.
1980 Honda Accord or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna hook you up.
He kind
You
of
gonna
spoiled
be
me. He
safe.
kind of messed me up.
You gonna be safe. Though.
Yeah.
He messed you up.
Yeah.
Now you're like, oh, I got high fucking standards. And
Yeah, come on, Dad.
But you have to have high standards.
Yeah.
You have to have high standards.
He just was like he came from absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And when he built what he built, and he's so smart and he has his degrees too. When he built what he built, he just did everything to keep us at a certain mindset to go forward with that. But then also he reminded us where we came from.
Yeah.
So every summer we went right back to Texas. He took us to the country where we own land.
Yeah.
And he's like, go out there and hunt your food for dinner. So he would take us to the nicest restaurants in Marina Del Rey, ordering sushi and Japanese, like literally with like all these famous people around because he got everything with a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
To now we're in the country hunting our food for dinner tonight, and we got to pick the feathers off it or skin it or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we were grounded. So he let us know like,
wow,
you can aim for this. But you better be
That
here.
was the original Wakanda ring. Like it was just like, yo, I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
It just keeps me grounded. Like
I'll make the world a better place.
For real.
Yeah,
you know
like-
how people can let too much take over
Yeah.
who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Like I'm not Like
Yeah.
things have changed over the years. Like I've
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
some cooler opportunities, but like I'm the same person.
Yeah,
You have to
absolutely.
remember.
And I was gonna say that
Who you
too.
are.
Exactly. And I just want to share this with the people. I apologize if this is a little breathy, a little bit lengthy, if you will. But I met Amber a long time ago. It was like when she was just a little bit before I think you had officially moved from Vegas to LA, but
Yeah.
you were already basically here in LA.
Yeah.
And long story short, we both didn't want the people that I knew one of them, you know both of them. You didn't want them to fight.
Yeah.
You and I were the only ones that didn't want them to fight.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, let them fight.
They love
let them
fights.
fight.
World star.
Man, that world star lesbian drama.
Mindset. Yeah.
Whole new world.
Yeah.
If you ever looking for some real entertainment, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
But, and I was thinking about this the other day, and this is like something that I had said to Brooke, I think earlier in this week, but since the day that I met you, and you gave me them digits, don't worry, y'all. It wasn't on some good
got
shit.
them
It was on,
digits.
yeah. I got them digits. But it was like we both were on the same page of we don't want these people to fight.
Yeah.
I don't know your friend, but you know both of them. I know one of them. We just want peace and a better place.
Yeah.
And I got them digits. And then the next time I saw you around WeHo, whenever it was, you were cool with me. You're like, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. But anytime I'd ever seen you, you've never acted funny with me. I think the one time
good.
I like hit you up, and I think you had maybe lost your phone, but you still kept the same number.
Oh yeah. Always have the same number.
Yes, it was one time, and that was probably the only like who dis type of text. But it was like, yo, new phone for real, who dis?
Oh yeah. For real.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
and since that moment, like since the day one, you've never acted weird with me. You never acted funny. Let me tell you, people, there are times that I see her in WeHo, or I would see her in WeHo, like maybe with whoever, her friends, or an entourage, or maybe like, or like maybe just
a little crew.
Yeah, just a little crew. Some people's, just some people that wanted to hang out because they dug your vibe so much. We'll say that.
Oh, like other groups of people.
It would be that. It would be people you literally walked in the door with. And so it could have been the crew, entourage, whatever, people that you're cool with. But they all knew how dope you are and how dope you have been and how consistent you have been with your loyalty.
Thank you.
Not everybody can do that. And not
Right.
everyone is that genuine. And a lot of people, especially when they come from out of town, no matter, how many times they've come to California in and out, that still sometimes act funny. You've never acted funny with me. I am nobody. And
Oh
like
my
every
God,
time.
don't ever say that again.
No. But
I'm about to ding you because of that.
I know, right? Sorry. I apologize.
Start over.
I apologize for getting deep, y'all. But this is how dope the soul is that sits across from me. Is that she could have easily dismissed me or been like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, she has never treated me funny. She's always given me a hug. She's always been like, hey, how you doing? She might be busy or have stuff to do, but she'll always make you feel like not like you're a duty or a responsibility. You know what I mean? Like you make it seem like it's something you want to do. And I appreciate that though, because that's how you really test someone's character, is if they're, I don't want to say a nobody, but they're not considered as maybe popular
Or I don't know.
or notable.
Okay.
We'll say in the public eye, maybe that.
All right. Yeah.
Somewhat in the public eye. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not in the public eye, you don't know who I am. We both were just kind of vibing, and that's the first time we ever met. Every single time, you've always acknowledged my presence. I think the very next time, I just want to say this, it was one of those moments of, oh, I don't know if Amber's gonna I don't know if she's gonna remember me or not, but I mean, fuck it, whatever. Because you always have those moments of like, I don't know if they're gonna remember me, like blah blah blah. Like our memory wasn't that memorable. It wasn't that, So when I did that and you say, hey, what's up? Like, how you been? Like, I was like, what? And and it wasn't even so much of like, this is Amber, because it wasn't like the way that maybe outsiders see you now. It wasn't the same for me because you were just, if then, even starting your channel then. I feel like, because I think the next time I was like, oh, she's got a really popular YouTube channel right now, and it's not even as crazy as it is now. But like, it was just something that I really thought about and was very cerebral about, as well as, you know, you originating STEM.
Yeah.
The word STEM. Anytime I really felt like I could really express who I was STEM. If I really had to choose from.
Right. What was given. The
what
two
was given,
that were given.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus what you contributed.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad, like, when you told me that earlier, I was surprised. I was like, oh, wow. That's a pretty old video for me when I made that.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, I had just recently re-delved into that. Like, I love doing my deep dive and really just dive. Ooh, there goes the microphone. But really dive into where, you know, who that person is now and who they were. And I had remembered that I'd seen that video years ago when you first had made it. Dang. And then seeing it again recently for this deep dive was a full-on crazy.
Dang, I gotta rewatch it
experience. Again. Yeah, like it was on some real deep shit. And I was like, yo, this is how I feel. And I remember that was the term that I always used with just explaining who I could possibly be. Yeah. Like the realm of
I just wanted people to see that they didn't have to fit in a certain box. Yeah. They can be different. Yeah. And that's how I always felt. I was always different. And so I actually slipped that name out when I was drunk. I was telling you earlier. Yeah. And then I just wanted it to be like a safe place for everybody that felt like they were different than the two boxes we had to check. Are you STEM or stud? Yeah. I'm a STEM. Don't be trying to tell me what I am.
Exactly.
I want to be able to do both. And I want to I want to show feminine and masculine qualities about me. I'm a woman. I'm phenomenal. You feel me? Like, let me give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yes.
So I wanted it to be a place for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's so true, and it's a comfortable place to be. Yeah, and it was such a beautiful thing to see, just a weird full circle moment of this word that I constantly use to describe myself with the person that created that term. And then I get to now sit. And
I don't know. People say other people said it before me. I get to now sit I don't know. I never saw them, so I'm not gonna say I created it. But I'm the only one that said it around me, and I'm the one that taught like a lot of people around me, and I said it on the internet. So I don't know who created it. Gay men to whoever did, if you know. But if you heard it from me first, I was the first to hear it from me as well. So that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, that's so true. But I feel like I learned it from you.
You know, like people on the internet in their comments, they'll be like, you didn't create that. I'm like, okay, then who did? Yeah, send me a link. Let me see the proof.
To the professional trolls.
Exactly. Send me receipts. I got you.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to give them props.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up.
And you might low-key be like, no, fuck off. Like,
no, like, listen, cool. We did it. I didn't see this, but let's just do this together at this point.
That's true. That's true. Now, I mean, we just spoke about the channel. So in creating Amber's Closet, you were inspired actually by your sister's channel, Ashton's Closet. Yeah. And her fans were also actually saying you should start a channel, and it was when they saw you in the background, right?
We did a sister tag video.
I saw that it was the sister tag.
It was the first video I did.
And it was when her hair was blonde.
No, it was
your hair.
No,
wasn't it a little bit blonde?
I don't think
brownish?
So.
Oh shit.
I think I just had it curly with a hat on. I think.
Oh,
I think
possibility. I'm a little intoxicated, so it could be. I think it was curly.
I haven't had blonde hair for a minute.
Okay, and it was straight when you did it.
Curly.
Damn, I'm really intoxicated.
Listen, who knows? It was the first video I did. She was already doing YouTube for a couple years. Her and a few of her friends. So then people saw that video and were like, yo, you should tell your sister. Because we were just so opposite that people, I feel like, love to see that because Ashton already had a good following. So people were like, whoa, you have a sister? You low-key kind of look alike, but you're opposite. Yeah. So then I made a page without telling anybody because I didn't want them to like shout me out or do anything.
So you actually made it without even telling them?
Yeah.
Shit, you want some?
I didn't want them to.
You want some ginger ale?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! Ah, see a fucking tea right now.
Yeah, I haven't had to drink.
Oh, Chelsea. Man, talking shit.
I wanted
love
to
it.
talk shit right there, but then I didn't want to accidentally say a filling words, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
Yes.
I'm quiet more than usual because I don't want to mess up while shit talking.
Right. Nah, that's all right, y'all. We about to get her there. One of your, like we talked about, one of your majors was business marketing.
Yep.
And then, of course, economics. You posted your first video, and a week later, after they had suggested that you create a video, was that when you unnamed, you left it blank? You didn't tell them about it?
I think the first couple of videos of mine I took down, but the first initial video after making one with my sister, I just said, "Hi, I'm Amber." It was really awkward. I was filming on my laptop and just like moving around and sitting down. And I was just like, I'm going to do videos. I think about this and this and this.
Yeah.
I think I said fashion, discrimination.
Nice.
I didn't say anything about coming out yet because I don't think until a couple videos in, a couple people asked me in the comments and I was like, oh shit, damn, yeah, let me put it on the internet.
Yeah.
So then I started making videos. I put out a video talking about me being with my girlfriend and being gay before a lot of my family members knew. I told, little by little, I told more people every year, I would say, like since high school, a couple people, college, a couple people. I don't know why. I was so scared.
Yeah.
But once I got to the point where I told my initial, my immediate family and a lot of my good friends, everybody knew by that point. I was in love with my girlfriend at the time, so I was like, fuck what you say. It took that until that moment, when you get your first real love and you're just like, I don't care what anybody says, I'm with this person.
Yeah.
So I got to that point, and then when we broke up, there was nothing that else holding me back. But then also because I felt like I'm living for two. You mentioned earlier that my best friend passed away senior year of high school. And that was like the hardest thing I think I went through for a very long time because I blame myself for that situation. Now there's a lot that goes on with that, but I blame myself for that. So it was hard, but then she was one of the only people that came out in high school and said she was bisexual, and people treated her different for that. Yeah. But I loved her, and she's so beautiful, so smart. Yeah. So I feel like in a way that I'm like picking up where she left off, and like I'm living for two. So that was one of the reasons why I busted out of the closet as well. It's just like I was kind of coming to the point where I was getting over blaming myself and really actually dealing with that hurt and then finding myself. Yeah. So it was like it was like a huge explosion, and I just started doing it on YouTube.
And it all just came out.
Yeah. I was like, I want to help other people. Like, I don't want them to take as long as I did. Yeah. Because there was no outlets or anybody else to talk to about being so different or feeling a certain way.
Yeah. And I want to get to that. But, like, why do you feel guilty? Like, why do you think, why?
For her death?
Yeah.
I dropped her sister and her off a lot after school. Yeah. Like, at a bus stop. Now, Charmelia and her sister, Ebony, I'm still really close to. Yeah. They were one of the only women of color as well. And they were black. They lived in a not so good area. They had to take a lot of buses to get to school to want to better themselves. Yeah. It was really unfair. Like when you look at how hard she had to work, harder than everybody else at our school to like, just better her life. So that was part of my frustration. But also like I said, I dropped them off a lot of times. Yeah. At this day, I had a basketball game, and it was like a huge basketball game. It was going to be on the news, whatever you call it. It was going to be the news. A lot of stuff was going to happen with that basketball game. She was trying to rush home, drop her sister off to be able to come back. Yeah. I couldn't take her to the bus stop that day because our coach had us locked up in study hall, but I usually do that. And so on her way to the bus stop, a drunk driver came through our school and got her. Like, so I just blame myself for that. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I should have took her to the bus stop like I usually do before the library, or we had to go there or whatever, because we were just kind of messing around after school, and we could have made time to do that. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Like that's I didn't know like the deeper story to it all. I just knew that was
I mean, I say it, but it's like hard to really like it's really hard to. I feel like it's a little deep. I tell it in a watered down way because
Is it because
People don't know. People don't experience that. I mean,
Yeah.
now with like school shootings, like but that wasn't regular. You didn't experience that as a young person, like someone real close to you, losing that person and then feeling guilty.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, have you wanted to talk about it now?
I have in a video before, but YouTube flagged it.
Why did they flag it?
Yeah, they said if you talk about any events that lead to a death or something like that. So
What?
yeah, I'm on the video crying because that literally when I made that video, that's right when I started to get out of my guilty feeling.
Yeah.
Her mom and her sister saw that I mentioned in a video before. I mentioned my school. Some people knew where it was and they were making comments. Somehow, some way got to her mom and her sister and they called me one day and were like, you need to stop feeling guilty. So they kind of like drilled into me around that time. So that video was like a real life situation of me like not feeling so guilty and coming out of that and like dealing with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Were
they
you-
flagged it.
Where you at with that now? Like, do you feel like you're still trying to not be in that same space and try to push from that, or maybe
Oh yeah,
evolve-
this was a couple
evolve
years
from
ago,
that?
so I
Yeah.
definitely have evolved from this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I live with a piece of her, so I gotta go hard.
Yeah.
I gotta go hard for two.
Go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Hey.
Yes. I
Real
love
shit.
that. Yeah.
Real shit though.
No, that's real. Like I'm gonna say this. Like for me, like with my grandfather, and I kind of had alluded to this in like other episodes, is like when I had a dream that he had actually been in my dream. Because for me, it was like, my whole thing was I didn't get to say goodbye. And it was like this huge thing. And I just was like so sad and like crying in private, like out, like in my room and all that stuff. And one day he jumped into my dream and gave me a hug. After that moment, I've been good.
Yeah.
It was like a piece,
Yeah.
you know, like a part of my long ass tattoo is a part of my grandfather and like paying respect to him. But he wasn't French Polynesian. But, you know, it was, you know, it's something for me. It's not something that I really need to, you know, put out there or whatever. But have you ever had that moment or that feeling with your friend? Like maybe feeling her spirit or like like having a dream about her with her?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah.
I had a dream about her, but the first time it was like that was 2 days after it actually happened. It was hard to sleep.
Yeah.
I had a dream. She was there. We were just sitting on the couches at my house like we would do.
Yeah.
We would do the most to like get her mom to let her use the car or be able to go out.
Yeah.
And most of the time we sit on the couch and fall asleep. So we do the most to try to go out and be ratchet in these streets. But our school was so hard. We were the two of the hardest working women in our school because we had to prove ourselves. We were, like
Women
I
of
said,
color,
women of color at the school. So we would just sit there and fall asleep. So I had a dream where she just came over and she just sat there like we normally do. Like I just felt like it was I'm always here with you, girl.
Yeah. It's peace.
So, yeah.
It's like it's a very peaceful thing.
Yeah.
Like I've had some like also very interesting dreams too. But have you ever tried to like
Interpret them? Hell yeah. I am so big on interpreting. I literally am huge. If I have a dream about someone, I sit there and I analyze it. And then sometimes I have to actually reach out to that person.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Yeah.
like in some way, sometimes my dreams are as deep as signs.
Yeah.
So I have to talk to that person because I can almost feel when someone I really care about is going through something in my
Yes.
dreams. And I
Yeah.
could call them and be like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, are you feeling this way? Because of something that happened in the dream.
Yeah.
And then also, it's signs.
That's
when your
so
mind thinks deep. Like I like to deep think.
Yeah.
I'm an over analytical
Yeah.
person. I think this might, I just think deeper than very like surface. I'm extra. So sometimes I'm scared to talk because I'm like, are you ready for this? Because I can go way left and you'd be like, whoa, this motherfucker's crazy.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened in
Yeah.
my life right now?
So I believe like
Yeah.
it's real signs for your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I made some videos about them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, now I gotta Google this shit.
Story time.
I did a
and,
deep
like-
dive. Oh, it's one of the story times. Okay.
Yeah.
I watched some
probably.
story times.
I've had
but
to
that
take a
was-
few
yeah.
down though.
What?
Yeah, people got mad at me. I've had to talk about some fights I was in.
Okay, so I saw those titles and I was like, I'm gonna get back to those because
Yeah, but
We can talk
two
about-
of them are funny. Like the Walmart
okay,
one,
okay.
everybody laughs. My theater teacher in high school wanted to turn it into a play. She thought it was funny. Like,
What?
it's a whole fight, but they were kind of funny.
It was a whole, like, was it a lesbian fight?
No, I was in high school. I was
That's
like,
right, because you weren't even out yet.
I was like 16, maybe 17.
Oh, it was probably most amazing.
These ladies they just started calling us the N-words, and they just literally rushed my sister and I. We had no moment of like, what had happened here?
What?
They were like in their 30s.
Yeah.
I had to whoop the...
Yo.
All my life I had to fight.
All my life I've had to fight.
Yeah.
We gonna get to the novella section. So like I said, one of your majors was business marketing, econ. In your first video, it was a week later, and you had thousands of views, and then 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Then after the first year, 2 videos reached over 500,000 views. What was your plan of attack in creating the powerhouse channel that we know and that we love today, as well as before creating, and this might fuck you up right now, did you draft a business plan for your channel and applying what you like to call SWOT?
Man.
Yo,
Yeah.
did I just take you there?
Yeah, well, I know. I just put that in my business video, but hell
even
no,
see it in your business
there
video.
was
I just
no
wanna put that out there.
plan for my YouTube videos at all. My YouTube channel.
Yes.
I never even thought about it because my sister did it. Because those people like commented. I put a video out. Then I started just doing stuff. I had no idea what I was doing. I was putting up videos just here and there, whatever was happening in life. Because before that, I was doing videos from my cell phone, putting them on Facebook.
Yeah.
But of course they were nowhere edited. It was just
Yeah.
me and my friends acting crazy, acting dumb. Because I'm always a character. I've always been a character.
Yeah.
So it was just an extension of that. Every once in a while when I can get people together or something came up, I would do a video. But I was doing videos for almost 2 years before I realized you can make money from them.
Yeah.
I could have been making money. I was doing it because I liked it. It was a hobby. I was having fun with it.
That monetized option, like feature.
Well, it was on there. I could have made money from the beginning to the end. I
just
just
didn't
did
turn
not
on.
know because there was not that many YouTubers on there. And then
true.
the YouTubers that were on there were getting attacked by the only companies that were there at the time saying, oh, we're going to help you with this.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood tried to figure it out at that point.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of us they didn't know what to do with that were on the
Yeah.
platform. So I was definitely one of those. But
Yeah.
I just kept it going, wasn't making money, just having fun doing it.
Yeah.
Then a company came to me and was like, hey, we can make you more money. You can make, I was like, money? You
Yeah.
can make money from this? But I was already enjoying what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what I was doing was already becoming popular at the time.
Yes, it
and that's
was.
why the
Yeah.
company found me. And it was just based off of like me saying, hey, you guys, make a comment.
Yeah.
Let me know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
And me really like caring about what they were saying and doing it.
Yeah.
So if they said challenge, do this. All right, cool. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? I got an idea. Let's do it. You right.
got
I want
this,
to.
son.
I want to conquer this.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It's fun because I feel like these people are my family, even though I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a trip.
Yeah. Damn.
It's a trip.
Damn. I'm like, so, okay. I'm going to take a drink.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
gonna take one with you.
Cheers.
Let's cheers.
Chin, as they say in France. Oh. Yum, yum. For
I'm gonna say this. I know in my story while we were talking, a bunch of stories, we got deep, so you don't want to ding me. But I know that there were some likes and ums, but they were serious subjects, so I appreciate it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
take
just wanna
one
say-
more beak for that.
I'm gonna take a
because
shot.
I
I'm
know.
gonna take a pour with you.
I know.
I like how you call it a pour. Yes, we're gonna take a pour.
A whole pour.
That's a elaborate.
Ooh. I noticed afterwards, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, but this is a good story. Yeah. I was like, if Brooke don't say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. I feel like that's the first
Appreciate
time
y'all.
that's ever happened on this
Oh, I
show.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, 'cause-
we did get deep for a minute.
We
got deep.
usually with Brooke, it don't matter how fucking deep you get. She over here
gonna
like,
ding you?
yeah.
All right, Brooke, thanks. I
She
appreciate
over
you.
here like
You
the
give me-
Fanta commercial. Fanta, don't you want to Fanta?
Oh my God, that takes me back. I recorded my sister's video. She tried out for one of those. And
No.
one of my videos and learning my editing stuff is like the first time I started shooting videos, I recorded a Fanta thing for my sister. I think it's still on my computer. It's hilarious, y'all.
I
She was
need to
trying to
see
be
this.
the
I need to see
pineapple,
this
the
one.
yellow one, the new one.
Yes.
Oh man, she should have got it. They should have signed
Yes.
her. They messed that up.
That's amazing. I love it. What, when you, and I don't even know if it would really be qualified as being considered an expansion, but a part of your brand, you have an app experience.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Okay, it was, first of all, before you tell us what happened, it was an interactive experience with
Yep.
you and your supporters.
Right.
And did you call them the Army or was it?
AmbersCloset Army.
Okay.
They named themselves
AmbersCloset
that.
Army. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out who the fuck is the Army.
Yeah.
But no, I
or
don't.
Dollface Gangsters.
Dollface Gangsters?
Because that was a nickname my friend gave me, and she just kept saying it, and everybody's like, I love that name, Dollface Gangster. You're a Dollface Gangster.
Ooh,
because, like I said, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't know. They mess around. They think,
Yes.
okay, she not going, and then not. Okay.
love that shit.
So, anyways,
Nice.
Dollface Gangster, and then they loved it. They started calling themselves that. So then you're either a Dollface Gangster or you're in the AmbersCloset Army.
Damn, okay. I like that.
I said that a lot.
It's an ultimatum, bitch. I mean,
No, or you could just be,
woman.
stopping by, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just want to visit for a minute, sit on the couch, then bounce. That's fine.
I mean, low key is an
Either
ultimatum.
way, we appreciate you.
Low key might be an ultimatum.
Low key.
Yeah. Low. Hella low key. But I mean, tell us about what happened with the app. Like, what? Because I remember you had an app, and I've seen videos where you promote the app and there's a link. What happened?
Yeah, a company came to me and just said, "Hey, we're gonna make 100 top YouTubers in certain demographics," which of course I know what mine was. Why they wanted me and why I got picked that one for that, or there might be 3, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then I look at it on the other side, like, oh, I'm happy I'm in that 3. There is a lot to choose from out here. So if you gon' pick a certain demographic, I appreciate me being your choice. Yeah. So they wanted to make apps, and it was a really dope company. And now I'm saying I'm so nerdy. I heard about this company through Business Insider, through my economics I heard about them 3 months before they approached me. And I heard about their first round of funding and who funded them and stuff. So when I got the email, I was like, yo, this company's legit. If I had money to invest,
Business Insider.
yes. If I had money to invest, I would have invested in them. I don't know what happened to them. But they came to me and they said, we're going to make a bunch of YouTubers, created an app so we can build a community for them. We're going to have their merch links and everything in there. So all of your most loyal people are in one area. Yeah. Now that is gold. Yeah. Thinking about their business mindset, they wanted to then take those apps and be able to promote them to brands, to entice brands. Yeah. Because how dope is it to say, hey, I have at the time, whatever it was, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. But how tight is it to be like, but I have 10,000 loyal ass people over here. Yeah. That's crazy that they thought about that. Of course, they don't think I'm just a YouTuber. They're like, hey, we want to create you an app, blah, blah. But I'm thinking through the business mindset. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. But outside of that, the AmbersCloset, the other side of me was like, I really need to.
I just remembered you said.
What? What?
You said it starts with a U and it ends with an H.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
I can't say it.
I don't even know, but I'm going to take it. Listen.
He said, well, shit.
I might have to,
Do you want some ginger ale as well?
Okay. Let's hit this.
I'll pour you up.
This is my last little shot right here. And then I need, pull it up. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Sorry.
You want me to stay the night?
Here, I'll even it up.
Yeah, do that.
Yes. Oh, shit. That felt like oh, shit. That's a lot. Oh, shit. Let me try this ginger ale game. So, fuck you, Brooke. Fuck you, Brooke.
Yeah, take that.
Look, y'all, while I'm trying to put the ginger ale.
Take that.
Oh.
And
right.
mine's strong.
Let's take a break. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be right back. Adios, amigos. We'll be right back.
See, I'm a rebel with a cause, fighting for it all.
All right, so we are back from the break.
We're back.
A little bit of a pee-pee break. for me, okay? Don't worry. Don't worry, it was for me. I'm a little old elderly lady. So having an insane amount of subscribers and supporters, the army. Wait, you said it was not the army,
Or the Dollface Gangsters.
Hey.
Just my crew.
I like that. You know, between that and then being noticed out and about, what and how do you stay grounded? And how do you balance to stay true to yourself?
I don't know anything else. I really just don't. And it's really different with being online. You see numbers, but it doesn't always necessarily just like change everything around you. I don't know how it would. For me, I'm just happy that I get to touch more people. Yeah. My whole thing is to be able to like do things like host or do public speaking or talks or whatever at different places, just so I can meet these people that watch and support or have some way related to a video. Like that's the dopest thing to me. Just being able to touch people. I've always just been wanting to do something to help others. And so it seems over the years doing certain things that I can actually see that. And when people come up to me at the club, I'll be at the club, I'll be in thirst, I'll be drunk. And somebody will come up and they'll be crying. And they literally just say, like, your videos helped me come out to my family. And they'll straight up cry. And then I'm crying. Now we're crying in the club. And this happens all the time. And that's the most beautiful experience, like, I feel like I've had.
That's true.
And always makes it worth it.
Yeah. No, that's true, because I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Again, I have been ingesting alcohol. So I may not remember exactly everything I say. But I remember during that time, it was you and B. Scott. And hopefully maybe one day I'll get B. Scott up here.
That'd be so tight.
But like, we used to get our hair done at the same spot, like by the same person. So it was, when he was Love Muffining up with everybody.
I was a big fan.
Yeah.
I can't even believe you just put me in the same category with him.
Yes.
I'm like, whoa.
You are the B.
That's
Scott.
crazy.
You truly, truly are. And he is an incredible soul, and so are you. And it's just so beautiful to see both of you doing so well and successing. And not successing, but doing, what is it? Succeeding. Succeeding. That's the word, succeeding. Don't do drugs and alcohol, kids. I'm a great example of why
you're at home. You're doing it irresponsibly.
That's true.
It's fun.
That's true.
You're in this nice house. You can do it.
Absolutely.
If you're going to do it, kids, do it at home in your nice house.
And or make sure they send you home in an Uber. So
if
her ride doesn't get here by the time she is done,
she's about to be
I will send her ass.
Going on a date, baby.
Well, I'll go send her to go meet her date.
She's fine.
Yes.
Be like, that's the goal, is to be with someone every day you wake up. You're just like, damn.
I'm saying goals.
Yeah.
I need to find that. Like, how did y'all even meet? Or like, and maybe you've said it in your videos, but please. She looked at me like, bitch, I said that in my videos.
Oh,
right?
no, I did not. Don't do that to me.
Dive, but
nah. It's just like, it's a story that I have told a lot, but I'd never like telling it, because every time a little bit something else comes out. There was so much to that situation, but I met her before. So her sister is married to my friend from high school at my Catholic school.
Okay.
And we went to a dance together freshman year. It's a guy, obviously. It's a man. Oh. He's cool. He's my boy.
Yeah.
He's married to her sister. Wow. My girlfriend's sister. So that's
so crazy.
It's one way we were supposed to reconnect, but I met her sister and her one night. They were at a gay club with some of their gay guy friends. Nice. And I was in a fight or broke up situation with my one ex. We met. She was mean. I became friends with her sister. Then later I was like, oh my God, I've been supposed to meet you years ago. You're friends with my friend from high school. Yeah. I mean, you're with my friend from high school. Yeah. Then we connected because my friend from high school, his name's Matt. He said, you guys should meet. She's an A&R. Because at that time I was an A&R. Yes. My girlfriend's a singer. Nice. So they connected us. And then we saw each other at an event, and I just never was ever thinking that. To me, I was like, oh yeah, she's beautiful. I had a little crush on her. Aww. But I was like, she's the straightest thing ever. I would never even try. I didn't try.
Yeah. So I mean, like, how did that really transpire? Like, how did you?
It was a look. She invited me out one night.
Or whatever. Like, how did y'all talk?
I know,
you
right?
know?
She invited me out one night. She went with a gay guy friend of hers. She went to this gay club, but it was Fantasy Fridays, but on a Thursday. She invited me up there. I was like, girl, you and Wheel? All right. She just texted me a couple days after we saw each other at that music event. Got each other's number. She texted me and she was just like, hey, you out tonight? I was like, yeah. I just thought, it was some like a fun stuff. We got there, we got to drinking, and it was a look I got.
Yeah.
In the middle, after a couple drinks, it was just like one look. This guy, the one straight guy that was in the club came up, started talking to her. This other girl was like all in my face, and we just kind of like had this eye contact with each other, and I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Wait, why is this happening?
Yeah.
Because this girl was in my face. Anyway, so we hung out that night. I don't know. Somehow, some way, I got a little kiss, and I married her.
Shit.
So my soul married her.
Hey, soul married. We go together.
We go together. Don't give me that look, girl.
Exactly.
Do you know who I am? You got me messed up. I know you straight and all, but if you give me that look, your word gonna get turned around.
You don't know me.
Sure.
Yes. I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
She thought she was playing. Okay.
Even Brooke is like, what the fuck?
You know who you messing with right now? Now you gay as shit. You know you gay now. You know you in a lesbian relationship now.
Give me that pussy.
Nah, we were talking about that earlier. I can't even give her a label. So we're just two human beings in a relationship trying to make it through this world, trying to adult together. Feel me?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Brooke is trying to get her life right now. Brooke is trying to handle her shit.
You trying to handle this Hennessy.
This Hennessy is getting the best of me. Like,
It's good.
my Hennessy.
Here, one more time. Let's just do it together.
See, she know my weakness. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Because you at home and my girl's gonna drive. We all right.
We good.
We good.
And you don't live that far away, but y'all actually going out. Like, it's not even like you going.
If we went out, we go to Hollywood. We just going out together.
Y'all having a bay date. A
We
bay
having a little
night.
thing. Yeah.
And that's
Just
good.
stare at each other, you know what I'm saying?
And that's good. I mean, like, take us through, just stare at each other.
Just
and
go out
shit,
and sit in somewhere nice and stare at each
exactly.
other.
Hey, girl, bring them eyes closer.
I like
to
you
my
tonight,
mouth.
knowing next week you're gonna hate each other again. That's what life is like when you
Yeah.
live together.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, half the time we love each other, half the time
Yeah.
I can't stand you, bruh.
No, I think that's beautiful though, because it's like, a lot of us don't know how it is to even maybe manage to be living in a space with another woman.
Yeah.
Like, that would want to be.
Two huge personality, two very strong
Man.
women.
And don't forget about syncing up.
She is a strong woman.
And then
We
you
talked
see-
about her being a Taurus earlier.
Yes.
There is no joke.
My mama's a Taurus.
Listen,
Y'all know my pain.
oh yeah.
Yes.
And I'm a Virgo. I'm over analytical.
Yes,
I'm always right
yes.
because I come with facts. I don't say
are
stuff unless I know it's to be
always
true majority of the
motherfucking
time.
right. Yes.
Thank you.
But
So
then
can you
y'all
imagine me?
Then y'all know about a Sagittarius.
Taurus, I'm always right. Being with a stubborn Taurus who knows she's wrong but not gonna say it.
Yes.
And then me being like, all right, you right. You right, babe.
You right, girl. You right.
won. Come on, man. And then it takes a couple days before her stubbornness to go away and her be like, okay, yeah, the other day, like, you were actually right. I know.
You're like, yeah, I know. I was
I know.
right.
It's okay. Come here. Give me a kiss.
Yeah,
come here, girl. Give me a kiss.
Bring that ass over here. Girl. Yeah. I mean, that's true, though. And it's like, I feel like Virgos are very strong signs.
Yeah.
And then I'm a Sagittarius.
Yeah. Oh, wow. My sister
wow.
is Sagittarius.
Really?
Yeah.
She's a pretty amazing person.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I learned a lot right now. I had to just chill out on you right now. Because I thought we were best friends earlier. I'm not sure now.
We are best friends.
Because y'all just like to piss people off, man.
If you would have seen the shift in her smile to a
For real.
concerned
They heard it
face.
in the tone of my voice. They heard it.
They felt it.
And
in
I
the
drank
letters.
on that one, too.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
They felt it in the letters. And the transitioning of letters into fuck.
Man, I'm gonna have to put you back at arm's length for a little bit.
Damn. Fuck. I was so close, y'all. I was so close.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm coming
No, I know,
over.
I'm just fucking
I'm
with
auntie to your dog. I'm
Right?
swimming in the pool.
You're basically here.
I'm gonna help you build whatever in the house, even though it's
we
great.
are doing hella lesbian dyke projects.
Yes.
Like the fucking manly man that we are. Fucking womanly man
Yeah.
that we are. Yes. We're doing projects. We're
here.
doing chimneys.
She's here.
So sharing your life so openly with your viewers and the army for the past 5-6 years, like
Yep.
we had kind of discussed, because that was around the time that I first met you. Are there things that you will ever keep to yourself in private or behind the scenes?
Yeah. For myself, I am an open book. And I don't care about talking about everything because I feel like within that there's always something to learn. And plus, I make fun of myself. There's nothing that anyone can do to make fun of me. So I'm not scared of talking about stuff when people may say, oh, it opens you up for criticism. I don't care about that. That's fine. I feel like I want to be as genuine as possible so that someone can like learn and just get to know who I am, whatever. And the reason why I say certain things. But then there does come a time where I do have to keep some things to myself, especially when it involves someone else. And I've had relationships on YouTube before. And so I feel like with that, there has to be a certain line I can't really cross and I shouldn't really talk about, you know? It's not that much. But like, there's some stuff I need to keep to myself.
Yeah. So, Amber, you've openly said that there are some days that you just want to quit. Mm-hmm. How do you power through moments like that?
It's tough. I just have to take a step back and then take a break.
Yeah.
And just come out of that world, because you can get tapped into a specific world and get lost in it. And I try to do a pretty good job at balancing everything. Yeah. But when you go hard on one lane so much, you like I said before, you can definitely get lost in it. And I like to go hard, you know? I have to take a step back and just kind of recharge or like start over, get a clean slate, and then go back into it.
Like, what is your recharge
Consist of? Yeah, I was gonna get you. If you say any word like whatever,
we're playing.
That's how you take a drink.
Come play.
I be out.
Come play. We're looking for a third person. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna drink my drink. Fuck you, Brooke. Wow.
Yep.
What did we
Do
leave
it.
off on?
You were asking me a question.
I was. And it was. Nobody remembers. That's the amazing part of how dynamic my question was.
Because you were just starting the question. I don't think you finished.
Fuck. Okay.
No, you
that's
asked
fine.
me how getting out of. How do I balance?
How do you
the two
power?
words?
How do you
Worlds.
How do you power through? How do you power through those moments of being down?
Like real shit, it's my, like who I have around me.
Yeah.
You know, I just have to have strong people around me that understand like my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So whether that be my family, mainly my sister, because she kind of knows what's up with it. Yeah. Mostly my girlfriend, because she's in my direct life every day. And we understand the entertainer lifestyle. Yeah. And then definitely my other YouTube friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, like a lot of us are really close, or people in the entertainment. A lot of my friends do something for other people or like entertain people in some type of way. Yeah. And we go back and forth to each other. And I think that we really like help each other, just pump each other up or help each other through something hard, because no one understands this life or like doing this than someone else that's doing it.
Yeah. But I think also, and this is just, okay, for y'all that are just listening, this might be new news. But I mean, I also know kind of the public scrutiny of what your parents are dealing with, right? So
yeah,
you know, dealing with a father that a lot of people knew.
Yeah.
So your life is on display.
Yeah.
And I understand that, because whatever my dad did work-wise, even if I didn't speak to him, I would still hear about what he was doing. Mm-hmm. It's this understanding of, let's be completely clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's when you come from that deep of an experience, I feel like you take it that much deeper. In like, I would get pissed off at my dad when I'd be like, yo, you didn't tell me. Like, people are gonna write bad shit, or like the block was hot. You know what I mean? Like at some point you should have told me the block was hot, and then I'll be prepared. Like whatever comes out in the press, and I feel like that's a completely different experience because you are still living this experience of what you are dealing with now.
Yeah,
but you still also have what you've mentally and personally dealt with being in the public eye of having, whether it's a parent, any parent that's in that eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My dad dealt with it so well, so it kind of made it easy for me.
And it helped.
Yeah.
But you still have your personal experience of how you're internalizing it, how you're dealing with it, how you're communicating with people. I'm one of those people in that club. I don't talk about it a lot, but I feel like that's it's very clear on why I'm very wary of a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what you can say around certain people. And it's like this really small exclusive club of like, you almost understand what, like, I don't want to say celebrity kids. I don't want my list to really get in the way. But comedic genius. But I just I want people to understand, like, it's a very real feeling. It's a very real situation that people deal with and internalize. And just because there's someone that you know of doesn't mean that they don't experience the same things that you would have in that same experience. But that's a lot of Hennessy. That
very true. Very true. I feel like in that way, I choose to like pick out like the things.
Yo, Brooke felt that on a deep level too. Like, even though she's trying to pretend like she playing cool, she gets it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to put all her business out there, but she truly gets it.
Yeah.
I'll put it there. Hennessy. Okay. Always say no to Hennessy.
We were blessed, so
yeah. But it's not an easy experience to experience.
Yeah.
Your personal experience plus this external family experience. It's a completely different thing. And it's only like a certain amount of people that will really understand the level of almost how you deal with people or how you reach people. I don't know. I don't mean to be deep about it, but it's
for sure.
But it's a very real feeling.
It really is.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to you about. Maybe we'll talk about it one day when no cameras rolling or nothing. But say no to alcohol, kids. But a lot of us have experienced that. So I just want to let you know that you're not alone. At the end of the day, I want you to know that you're not alone. And just say no to drugs and alcohol. More so alcohol. What do you? Amber, I had a moment. That was like a commercial.
I wanted to ping you.
I apologize.
So bad,
I apologize. That was like a commercial break. You have to.
But I don't know. If more alcohol is going to be the best for you. So I don't want to do this.
I live here. I live here.
You do live here. Go ahead then.
I'm gonna take some more Hennessy. Yeah. I've had episodes where I'm very open about it. I have puked my life away. Fuck you, Brooke. The level of conviction that you felt just now was
I don't want you to get there. I want you to before there.
No. We're good. Okay. No, it's been worse than this. And it was just because we all used to drink way more than we do now. But in your opinion, what do you think are the biggest misconceptions of Amber?
Ooh. Okay, well, one thing that I feel like I'm always saying a lot is I'm not a baller out here. They think that I'm rich from YouTube. They think that I'm really out here balling out of control, and it's crazy. They'll even come on my girlfriend's page and say she's with Amber for the money. She's like some gay for pay shit. Like I have money like that. You know what I mean? Like I have so much money out here. I'm just getting all these fine ass straight girls that are just willing to be down. Oh yeah, I saw that on the Breakfast Club. I saw that this morning. It's so crazy. And he said, I've been with my wife since I was 15.
Yes.
Don't you ever say something like that.
Exactly.
Real shit. But I think that's the biggest misconception.
For a minute. Like,
Yeah, but outside of that, in general, they just think that the over 100,000 subscribers, like you're balling. Because it's crazy because there are some people on the platform balling. There are some people out here making, some people that have 100,000 subscribers right now versus my 600 or whatever it is,
647,000
make probably 10 times more than me. You get what I'm saying? They make so much more than me. It depends on your niche. It depends on if YouTube finds you advertiser friendly and puts those good ads on your thing. Last year, YouTube hit me so hard, I make 10% of what I used to make. So when people see my videos now, they're like, oh, you're not that consistent. I have to do other things in life. YouTube is not, it's not my main source of like income. I was, like I said, I did it for fun, but then I started doing it more and more consistent and try to be a little bit more professional when it became a job. But now that it's not, I have to do other things. So every time you see a video now, it's more for fun. I don't make money anymore. So it's like, it's tough. It went right back to the kind of the beginning for me. And that's why I do so many things outside of YouTube now, you know, just to kind of balance what happened.
Just to balance all
So there's still some people on there balling, but I think that's the biggest thing.
Do you think do you think, in your opinion, that they think you're balling because of people like, what the fuck is this face that like went to a suicide forest? What's his name? Is it
Logan Paul?
That guy.
Yeah.
Well, do you think it's because of something like that?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of hymns. You know, a lot of over the years, a lot more people have come to the platform, so people are getting a lot more subscribers. But even 3 years ago, when I had whatever amount I had, and there was people in the 1 or 2 million that was like, that was the 10 million. Then what? Whoa! So they've been doing that a lot, and those people are in a specific niche or are able to do certain things or are like rappers or whatever, and get booked for a lot of things, and they make money. Every YouTuber, it's not like that. So if you see me doing well, it's not from YouTube. You know, I'm hustling in other ways.
And I think that's almost like you said, one of the common misconceptions. It's just because you're on YouTube is that you're doing this or you're making that. And where do you think the fine line is of when you are sharing your truth and sharing your experience versus what the truth is, and are
I
they
put
close
it
or
out
are they
there.
different?
No matter what, people are going to see like that, because what we were talking about earlier, what I came from and what I've kind of normalized for myself. You know what I'm saying? And where you kind of, so someone can look at me at my bottom and think I'm still balling, right? It's always like where, you know, where people are at, like, you know, what they view. So it's just, I realize that no matter what, someone's going to think a certain way about me, no matter where it is. So if I say that this is, you know, I'm struggling with this or whatever, it's a different experience for them, or they might see it differently. So I don't know. I talk about it a little bit, but no matter what, I've realized that people are always gonna, because I will some way have my shit together. And so they will always think about it in a certain way other than what I'm saying. And that's fine. So I realize I can't be one of the YouTubers that have a Patreon page or whatever, because I like fashion. And so even in my fashion ways, I am very frugal about it. I'm not out here just spending hella, but it comes off to people like, you spent so much money. Like, so no matter what I do, it's going to come off like that. And that's something I've already acknowledged is fine.
Okay. Nice. You've always been very mindful and try to be responsible with the platform that you do have. Receiving the Bayard Rustin Award is an incredible honor.
Yes.
What does that mean to you, and what does it come for? What does it mean? Not come for. What is? Hey, fuck you, Brooke. What does it mean to you, and what does it mean for the social movement or black and LGBT rights? Don't drink.
To me, it means I have more work to do. That it was such an honor, and I've done some stuff. I'm one of the YouTubers that talk about subjects that get me in trouble on the platform. Because literally, that's one of the reasons why I know I don't really make money. I'm not advertiser friendly because I don't shut up. I made a video about the world becoming a purge because Trump was being our president, or about how cops shouldn't shoot black people anymore, or whatever, and some normal human feelings that everybody should be feeling. I make videos about that, and I'm obviously very passionate about it. And it's not, people don't find that advertiser friendly. So that's hurt me in the past. And I know that, and that's fine. So I know that that's the lane I'm in, and that, and you know, whatever, but I still feel like I have a lot of work to do. So receiving the award, I'm just like, wow, it's such an honor, but at the same time, like I haven't even done anything near what I would like to do. So it's just, it tells me I still have a lot of work to do. I'm on the path still, I feel like, to do something as phenomenal as he did. Yeah. So
I mean, that's
a lot. It's big shoes to fill. You feel me? And I'm happy to be able to try to do that. I have a lot to do. I was on a LGBT panel that received an award from the state for talking about LGBT rights. And
that's incredible.
Especially LGBT people of color.
Yeah.
So
that's
I just want to keep that.
Like,
we just have to educate the community and just keep telling them.
It's like many years ago, did you ever think that you'd be in that space?
No,
like,
I was just telling my girlfriend that like last week. I had to take a step back and be like, wow, I wanted to just be invited to the LGBT Center events, and like I just wanted to like be in that crowd, and now to like be on the end where I'm receiving an award from him is crazy. Yeah. Even Dinah Shore, I got kicked out of Dinah Shore a couple years ago.
Well, and now you hosting it.
I know.
Announcement.
Okay, like it's crazy. So she received she showed me the email that shows.
So
yes. Now I understand why everybody's talking about it. Yeah, it's cool too. And so to be able to do stuff like that, it's pretty dope.
I mean, you've
like,
got
wow.
Shore coming up.
Yeah.
Word on the street.
I'm going to Orlando Playlist. That's coming up.
Okay. Orlando Playlist.
Playlist Live in Orlando.
Nice.
Dinah Shore. There's a bunch of events. I'm like, especially towards the summer.
Can we look for
everything?
Yeah.
VidCon. I'm gonna be at VidCon. I'll be at all the prides.
VidCon is every year.
Yeah,
and that's like in Florida, isn't it?
No, it's out here in Anaheim.
Oh shit, in Anaheim. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
But this is my first year getting invited to VidCon. As long as I've been doing YouTube,
okay.
This is my first year actually getting invited. I was just a guest the last couple of years.
Really.
Yeah, but they're filling my schedule up. I'm like on 5 panels or something, so we gonna do it. So they finally invited me, and now they got me working, so I'm gonna be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the fucking Mark.
But I'll be all over the place this summer.
The motherfucking game.
I wish.
Yeah, they about to pay you Mark Zuckerberg money.
Who is? Where they at?
I'm saying.
Yeah, who is?
She's like, oh my God. Oh.
It's about time. I've been putting in my work. It's time.
Like, that's what it's building to. That's what I see. Like, that's not even me gassing you or blowing smoke. Like,
if that company with that app still existed, I don't know what happened. There was a lot of big YouTubers. We were talking about that earlier in the app. It was a community. I wanted to build a community. I did. Yeah. Of course, I was looking at the business side like, wow, this is a good business tool. But at the same time, I wanted to build a community of people that can connect to each other, that really live these situations I talk about in my videos. Yeah. And they did. People found their wives, their girlfriends, everything, their best friend on the apps, and they still will tweet me. So the company, I don't know what happened, all of a sudden went bankrupt, and they said, hey, guess what? Your apps are off our servers next month. And that's what happened. So I want to replace that one day, but I got to figure out what to do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm telling you got a good thing coming. Amazing thing coming. Like, you've been at it for a while.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that, because in all of this Hennessy intoxication, don't say it now, I want to say it. You are... Oh.
That was another accident.
Another fucking accident. I feel at some point, listen, I'll drink with you.
I just like this ball. It's like a stress reliever thing.
Yeah, right? It's just
I try to squeeze it to where it doesn't.
Oof.
Back up. Okay.
She's like, no, I'm good. I'm good now.
She's ready to go.
Like, y'all. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll wrap it up. She was like, yeah, we ready to go. You ready to go? Oh shit. Can we go, or is that psychology? I'm single for a reason. Not psychology, but like
She's trying to read you.
No.
Like, are you really
we
saying?
can go, or we can keep going? Is it reverse psychology?
We're just trying to read you like how much time.
Like how much time does she really have?
Oh no, I'm just looking at my cover work right now. So you guys are working.
She said
I'm looking at all the different
cover art.
yeah. All my options right now.
Oh, where'd she get this? You get this?
She looks like she's about to.
Feel free to throw something at me if you want it to wrap up.
Oh.
Sometimes I get like very carried away and just like I just start talking.
It's good. I know you gotta. Where are we on the list?
Oh no, we're done with mine. Oh,
Because I know you've been looking at the list.
No, I have had specific. I don't know where it went. I had very specific questions. Yo, fuck you, Brooke. Don't be all up in my nose. I have very specific notes because I wanted to make sure I touched on all of your stuff.
Yeah, you did.
You had a lot.
I was actually blown.
Like-
I was speechless in some of the parts.
Yeah,
You knew a lot about me that some that I forgot that I did, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I was like a little blown away. I was like, wow.
And that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't really look into who they're interviewing, but I really give a fuck. And for you, because I had met you at a certain point, I was like very curious to see like what else you've done since that point that we've actually gotten a chance to hang out. Because we see
those were ratchet days too. They were ratchet
Ooh,
days. Did we say that? We met
didn't
because
say
two
that they
friends
were
of ours were fighting. That's how we met.
Yeah, they were fighting. See, she turned her head real fast.
Yeah.
Bay turned her head real fast.
I'll tell you the story later.
She's like, what the fuck? But basically, long story short, Amber and I...
We're trying to break up a fight.
And I apologize if we're saying this story again. We might be... But this is more detailed. Details now. But Amber and I were the only ones that wanted to stop the fight.
Yeah.
We were trying to cause peace, attract peace. And there were girls that wanted to mess with the other girl.
I was friends with both sides. And one person was mad. I get why they were mad, but they didn't have to do it like that. And like, it just didn't have to go down like that because one is overprotective and one of them, the other one was dating the one that was Mad's cousin at one point, felt like she played her. And I was there and I was friends with both of them and I didn't even know they didn't like each other until everything went down and all of a sudden I'm in the middle and it's not going down.
Yeah. It's like,
everybody needed to chill, but it went on for so long. I've never been in the middle of like, can you stop? It literally was like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it really like, was. Stop trying to fight.
We moved down the block. See, she keeps having to turn her head like, what the fuck happened? Bay keeps turning her head like, what the fuck happened? But we went all the way down the block, and Amber and I were the only ones that did not want them to
chill,
fight.
Man.
And Amber knew both of them. I only knew one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I don't want them to fight. Other people were like, let them fight.
Yeah, they wanted
them fight.
They wanted it.
Amber and I were like, no, don't let them fight.
It's ridiculous, man. We were having fun 2 seconds ago.
Exactly. And that is the moment that I met Amber, because Amber was the only one that was strong enough to stick up and be there for the underdog and speak for the underspoken person. I apologize for making this poetic, but Amber was there to speak up for people that were not able to speak for themselves. And even if you never felt like you wanted to speak for yourself personally, you still spoke for others that felt how you knew you felt. So I think...
Appreciate that.
What's that?
I appreciate that.
Oh, I was about to say, shit, do I need a drink on that? Fuck, what did I do? But fuck you, Brooke. I'm sorry.
About to drink. Look.
You said you did, but I'm going to drink
You
it.
are.
I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink it like the grown one. Okay, cheers. Hey. Cheers. Ooh. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. And the head's so vicious. So, but that was how it was. And I appreciate you for always being strong in who you are. Even if it felt in the moment that you weren't being strong, you really, truly were. And I didn't mean to slur that last part, but you really, truly are.
Thank you.
And I really, truly mean that, because not a lot of people were strong enough to be who they are. and are strong enough to be who they are now. I don't mean to sound like I have congestion, but yes, you were, and you still are. And even as uncomfortable as you felt that you were, you really came off stronger than you were.
Wow, thank you.
So I just want you to know that.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Maybe next time, hopefully we can get you to come back. I would love to play novellas with
Yeah,
you
we'll do it next
I know
time.
you're very limited on time. But I appreciate you coming through. Before you get out of here, do you have any words of wisdom for the people?
Dang, that's a lot. Man, I don't know. All I can say is with everything that I do, I just want people to feel empowered and just love themselves, have self-love, self-confidence, and just dig deep and become the best person that they can be for themselves.
Yeah.
And then after themselves, for everyone around them.
Yeah.
And then for the world,
Yeah.
So that's all I can say.
I love that.
And just stay true to who you are.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah. Ava.
Oh, I was so close. I said Ava, and in my heart, I wanted to say Ava, but I was like, I was dealing with the Ava at work, and then I was like, maybe it's a remix. I apologize. Do you have words of wisdom you want to share with us? She's been in the building just silently. Just words of
I
wisdom.
haven't made it yet, so
No, but you have.
still amongst the.
Listen, if I'm asking you
all
for words
are.
of wisdom, well,
We're the survivors.
you have no idea. I want your words of wisdom.
I would just say to surround yourself with positive people. People
Yes.
that are where you want to be in the same category as you. So, because who you are around is who you become. So
Yes.
probably it's more inspiring that way.
I like that.
Probably what I would say.
That's awesome. And those are the words from the Ava
snap on
Pearl.
that
I said it right this time.
Nope.
I said Ava Pearl.
I'm gonna Ava Pearl.
God damn it! I should never. Oh my God. Okay. Ava Pearl. That was from Ava Pearl.
Ava Pearl.
I'm gonna say that like 10 times, and I'm gonna write it on chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom. And Brooke, your words of wisdom, please.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'll drink for you.
You took the mic
Cheers.
off? Oh, we just.
You can
That's what we doing? I didn't know.
You can do that.
I would have been out here rapping to y'all back here chilling.
Listen.
Okay, listen.
Right? Ooh.
Oh, okay. I would have been. Listen,
Bay got the shot. Bay got the shot.
Screenshot. On that GQ.
Words of wisdom.
words of wisdom. Let's
Words
do
of
it,
wisdom.
Brooke.
Words of wisdom.
Okay, words of
Words of
wisdom. Lord have mercy.
Lord
words of
have
wisdom.
mercy.
First words of wisdom is do not take Hennessy for granted. This stuff right here, if you're not
Never,
used to
ever.
it, will have you looking and talking like Jameela right now.
Boom, boom, boom. Don't fuck yourself. Be yourself.
I love you. But on top of all that,
She over here
real quick,
having
I'm gonna
Apollo
take this
night.
heavy camera from this.
It's a
lovely
fucking
lady right
Apollo
here.
night,
Thank
apparently.
you for holding it. Anyway, guys, be yourself, love yourself.
Yep.
And please spread love. We got no more room for hate. Like really, like why? It's just much better if we love and enjoy each other's presence. Okay.
Hey.
I enjoyed your presence.
Yes.
Thank
Ditto.
you for being here.
Yes.
Brooke said, I did not enjoy your presence. She said, back to you, bitch.
I enjoy
Man,
your presence.
to you.
Turned me off.
She said,
Do it again.
back to you. That's what Brooke
I wish
said.
you could have saw that.
But I know it was probably
It's a good one.
It was
It's a
terrible,
goodie.
probably.
I would put it in the trailer. Anyway,
But I want to say,
what you want to say?
I had so many thoughts this week, and I thought about it, and I said, and it just now it came to me. This is the improv taking place at alcohol and Hennessy. Be strong in your voice, and understand the power in your voice. And when you have a voice, be responsible with it.
Yes. Yes.
Because there's so many kids now getting a platform with the resistance to guns in their state. And then there's the YouTubers. And then there's Amber's. Amber's not in a YouTuber category.
Really?
No, you're not. You're in an award-winning category.
What?
You won an award. Don't forget this.
Yeah.
Hello. I got snaps in the background, y'all. See, where were you earlier? Where? I'm just kidding. But in all honesty, Amber has created a movement, a social movement. And I love that she's being responsible. And I apologize if I sound like I'm crying because I'm really just trying to swallow my saliva from my Hennessy. But I love and appreciate that you've been responsible with your voice and your presence because not a lot of people are.
Thank you.
They really aren't. And they can be reckless.
Yeah.
And you really truly take it as an honor and a what do they call it? A medal?
Privilege.
A privilege and what is a medal of a battalion of
honor.
An honor. We'll call it another. It's an honor. It's a badge of honor.
A badge of honor.
Boom, boom, boom. A badge of honor. And you are that. You are that more than you know.
Thank you.
And I'm saying this because I believe it. And for those that will maybe one day eventually get to know me, I don't speak words in an empty vein. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Brooke, as my not honor, but she'll call me out if I'm not really speaking genuine. But you have more power than you give yourself credit for. And I think you need to understand that and recognize that you have more power than you think you do in your words. And I'm not saying be more cautious in your words, but understand the effect that you really truly have on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dang, yeah.
We come from the same kind of world, same space. I want to say same date of shit that we've been through, but you are something special. You are a gem.
Thank you.
And understand your worth.
It's such an honor.
I didn't mean
to when you say that, I was like,
promise.
wow. Like anybody would love to get there, but then also on the other side of it, it can be a little scary.
Yeah,
right?
it's scary.
Yeah.
Not that it can be a little scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
but most of the time I'm not. I just go with it. But then every once in a while I'll hit a point where I do get scared and then I do get in my head and then I do want to quit. And then like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And then I'll see someone out or whatever. But this is a circumstance too. It was like I've been struggling with YouTube a little bit and now I'm sitting with you and you do something. We do almost the same thing in a certain way, trying to reach people. And then you acknowledging it. It's like, it's wow. It's like a lot. And then it just kind of bounced me back now. So when I get in that point, it's like, no, you're doing something. You should keep going. I'm like, oh, wow, really? Should I?
You should.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
And it is scary. And you're still, and you are digesting and dissecting everything that's coming your way.
Yeah.
But you're doing something so much more prevalent to people's lives. You really, really are. And it was interesting to read those comments and like what people were saying. Oh, see, Zora found another friend. But she sees something white on the ground. Oh, pause. We're having an emotional moment. Thank you so much, Amber, for coming through. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, how can the people reach you and keep in touch with you?
Well, on AmbersCloset on YouTube, AmbersCloset on Instagram, AmbersCloset 33 on Twitter. I say a lot of stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
I like to say majority of my stuff on Twitter.
You had some voices.
Yeah, I was doing Q&A on there or like advice.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of that. And now I think I'm going to try Twitch for that.
Ooh,
I just announced in a video that I put out today that I announced my Twitch page.
Nice.
So I really want to use that to just be able to give advice. I love being able to talk to people and give them advice. So I'm going to do, if you want to ask questions and stuff, look for me there.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be dope.
Or on Twitter.
Okay, or on Twitter.
I'm really talking to people on Twitter.
Take a break here and there, and then it's like...
Yeah, because Snapchat kills your battery, man. And unless I'm like at home, like I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like you can't just literally you post one snap and you lose 10%.
Straight up.
I'm that
Like,
person.
straight up
I
up and down,
stress out. Like when I see my percentage go down, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
It can ruin my whole day. My whole mood will get thrown off. So that's what happened with me and Snap.
Yeah.
We're a little angry at each other.
Honestly, just a little angry.
Just a little bit.
A little angry.
Come on, man. Give me my battery back.
Right.
You don't need it.
Yo, you better give me that energy back.
Give it back.
Right.
It's crazy.
I get it, and it's the energy that you're given. I've really had a lot of Hennessy, so I really don't even remember what I was going to ask. So, don't drink, Brooke. You're no good. You're not. Brooke. You're not a good.
Next time our
influence.
session is just going to be high session.
Yes. And we're gonna play novellas next time.
And we're gonna play novellas.
We're gonna play novellas.
Yeah.
If you'd like to come.
She's not going to get high with us.
Boo.
But she'll come. She'll be in the pool. Fuck y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all. I'm in the pool.
Yeah.
Let me know when y'all
With a cocktail in her hand.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Exactly.
Play some tunes.
Is it done yet?
Who's going to take a picture of me
Okay.
now? You guys done?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm jumping back in the pool, y'all. Fuck y'all. But yeah, so next time you'll come, it'll be summertime. Perhaps. Feel free to come whenever. But yeah, definitely so much more to talk to you about and discuss with you. It's just so much fun and insightful all at the same time. And you're like an equally big nerd like me.
Yes.
So, wow. I coughed up. That was so sad. That was like, wow. It was like, oh, I choked on my own breath.
You had a lot to say, it's all good.
I got a lot on my mind. But I appreciate you being here at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Other than me choking on my own breath. But
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here, and this has been quite an experience, and
been dope.
we'll have to get you back when you do have time.
For sure.
And if Bae wants to come, she's more than welcome to. And if you'd like to debut your album or sing,
Yeah.
or
Bass. She's
whatever
got
you
a
wanna
song
do,
dropping soon.
the space is yours.
Gotta look out for Miss April Pearl.
Unlimited, unedited, but yes, I appreciate you making the time to be here, and it was very deep and insightful. Don't mind the drinks, but it was insightful. Fuck you, Brooke. It was insightful, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here and support her, because that means a lot to me just as much as this does. You know what I mean? So even though I don't know you that well, it still does mean a lot to me. So I appreciate it because you're supporting her in all of this.
Supporting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Support each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And that's, again,
Because what was I doing for the first time, bunch of time that I was here?
man.
Trying to see we were trying to decide on what's
Yes.
better for her new song cover. Support.
That
Support
is
each
very
other.
pink or teal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've all sent our votes and
Yep.
submissions, so we'll see
So
who
look out
wins.
for it, y'all.
Yes, but yeah, I appreciate you taking the time out. You have no
Yeah.
idea. Like, this really truly does mean a lot to me, and especially coming from you. I think there's a handful of people in life. I didn't mean to like sound that very bassy and raspy, and but it does mean a lot, and it doesn't matter where you are in life. What you value is what you value, and I grew up valuing you and what you said in your voice, because still at that time, even though I'm technically older, you were younger and you still were more bold to speak your truth, and you were comfortable with speaking your truth quicker. And now, I'm a little bit before you knew it. You were comfortable with that truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing of solace.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you. I didn't mean to be all poetic and like all this and that and deep and shit, but like you've changed the game more than you know. And I really need you to recognize that.
I appreciate that. I can't take the credit
you don't
though.
need to recognize it out loud, but to recognize it in private and say, yo, I did that shit. Straight up, I did that shit.
Every once in a while, I can do that.
Every once in a while.
But I can't take the credit, though.
Yeah.
Because it's people like you and like my other supporters out there that made it easy for me to be that stronger voice. Because at the beginning, I can't say that I was that strong voice. Now, I was finally like, fuck it, I'm going to come out and like I'm going to tell everybody and I'm fine with myself and I love who I am.
Yeah.
But there was still like a process of that because before I was even 100% that, I was already putting it out on videos to let everybody know that I was currently trying to be that, find myself in that. Yeah. So I have to give credit to my followers and supporters too that just kept supporting what I was doing so I can become that and then be that and now be that for others.
You know how you're a great player, a great basketball player.
Yeah.
And the average person would say, you're fucking incredible. And you would say, I had an average day.
Yeah.
That, like, to me, that's the fucking Diana Taurasi of fucking WNBA basketball. But we're going on a different path. That you have a different expectation of what you expect.
For sure.
What you're doing is way more incredible than you think it is. And I don't want you to feel like I'm blowing smoke up your ass. I'm telling you what it is. You don't give yourself as much credit as you should. You have done so much, and because it's you're not as harsh of a critic. You're a harsher critic than you would be with someone else.
Yeah.
For the average person, for even above normal person, above whatever person above a normal person standard,
Above average.
That's what the fuck they call it. Someone understands English. I don't understand English right now. To that level, to that degree, you're thinking that you're doing things. But if you're below and you're like, and you're you and you think you did below or you did average, if you think you did average, the other person thinks they did average or above.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm trying to make sense of my alcohol.
We got there.
And
we got there.
Fuck you, Brooke.
We got there.
We got there eventually?
Yeah, we got there.
Okay.
I appreciate
Fuck you,
that.
Brooke. Okay? I meant to make sense of this. I apologize for taking y'all on this drunken adventure. I apologize. You got to get somewhere.
Listen, but at the end of the day, with what you were saying, with like this award and everything I'm doing, I still feel like I have a long way to go. So thank you. I appreciate what you're saying and everything that you're saying, and that helps motivate me to keep going. But I just take it a little bit, like a little bit of what you just said. I just take a little bit of that and just say I have a lot more work to do. I have a lot of stuff.
I say you do because there is so much more of the community that needs to be acknowledged, but you've done so much and you continue to do so much, even behind the scenes of what's really truly what they might consider solidified or whatever. Like, you still participate and you're still a part of the change. You're doing such incredible things that if I was in your shoes, I really don't know how I would feel in life. Like, fuck you, Brooke. Because you said, I see that in the respects of it's so deep, I don't know how I would ingest that and digest that because it's so deep of a relevance and impression and connection. And
not yet.
Like, but you're doing that. You are that.
It's still the beginning, though. So when you started doing what you're doing, you didn't see anything until everybody was like,
Amber,
I've seen
you've
this.
got like 5-6 years ahead of me, first of all.
I know, but I still feel like I'm at the beginning. Or I'm at a new start. I feel like I'm at a new start. I did all I could really on YouTube, and now I'm trying to branch into other things.
And this is the competitor.
So it's like a brand new, I'm at the beginning right now.
This is the competitor humbleness right here.
Oh, man.
You are a competitor.
Yeah.
But you're still going to make sure you do your job. It's not just, I got to win. You are going to make sure you do your job. And you have done that. And you continue to do that. And I don't want to make you feel some kind of way, but you have done so much more than what you really truly think you've done.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And it's beautiful to see. It really, really is. Like, people wish they could reach the depth and the deepness that you've reached in your impact.
Dang. They can.
You've done a lot.
Thank you.
It would take them many years to catch up. Thank you for coming through. And you've already shared where they can reach you?
Yep.
Yes, we've been there. Brooke, did you tell them where they can reach you?
Way Up Brooke.
We got
Instagram,
sidetracked.
Snapchat. Way Up Brooke.
Hey.
The amazing part is this not even 3 hours yet. I love this.
Oh, it's 3 hours. Yeah.
Go ahead and check out Jampacked every Wednesday on iTunes. Well, fuck you, Brooke. On iTunes, Google, SoundCloud, and we're working on Spotify. So check us out on YouTube. Just go ahead and search Jampacked Show. And check us out every Wednesday. We'll see you on the next Jampacked. Jampacked.
Y'all better come my way, okay, and say, y'all better come my way. I'ma make a statement day by day. Y'all better come my way, y'all better come my way, okay, and say, y'all better come my way. I'ma make a statement day by day.